We cannot expect society to change. We can't expect the world to change and be more elevated and more loving and more wonderful and more harmonious if we are unwilling to change and make the change. We have to become the change that we wish to see in the world. Remember that old saying? We literally have to energetically become that change, but we have to take action to create the change that we wish to see. Stop hoping and wishing and writing in your goddamn gratitude journals for things that you wish. If I just manifest it and write it 369 times a day, every single day, at a certain point, it'll just manifest and we'll have a world of peace. No, we fucking won't. Stop living in ignorance. We have to take responsibility for everything that we see in this world. Everything, all of the darkness. We have to take responsibility for it. So what does it mean to take responsibility at an enlightened level? Well, first you have to understand the very first universal way of oneness, which is the way of responsibility. This is an enlightened definition. So let's understand just a little bit about what that way of responsibility actually means. It means growing up and releasing all excuses and justifications for your anger and your judgment of others. It means to no longer live in shame and to lift to the powerful perspective of, I now take full responsibility of my actions, my choices, my emotions, my life. Being responsible means being accountable for everything that you create, the good karma as well as the bad karma. And to see that you have indeed created both for yourself and for others. Responsible accountability means no longer using the excuse that you didn't know any better at the time, and instead to shift your focus on how your choices at the time harmed others, and how you're going to heal that or make amends with that and with those that you have harmed. It's never about blaming yourself or others. It's about taking responsibility for your ignorance and no longer justifying what you've done because of your ignorance. Imagine the generations of trauma that could be healed if parents were willing to live at this level of divine responsibility. If they were to embrace their internal power by acknowledging to their children how unprepared, unskilled, and uneducated they were when they had children. That they are willing to dive deeply into understanding how aspects of their parenting contributed to harmful mental, emotional, and behavioral programs in their children. That instead of expecting your children to just get over the fact that you made mistakes and didn't know any better at the time, that you are willing to go to counseling and coaching and do the work together as a family to heal. This is what the way of responsibility looks like. It's not just reading the words or even saying you're sorry. It's taking action to right your wrongs. A deeper way to see this is that you are taking action to create positive karma instead of allowing the old negative karma to continue to run on autopilot and play out in our lives. When you made a harmful choice in the past that affected another person, the question to ask yourself is, what have you done since then to heal that aspect of you that was capable of harming another? You have to realize in taking responsibility, the way of responsibility, becoming that way of oneness. There was something unhealed in you. There were programs that were running inside of you that were harmful, which is why you had the ability to harm others. It doesn't matter if you didn't intend to. Stop with this, my intention bullshit. Get out of spiritual preschool. It is time to grow up and take accountability for everything. And again, it doesn't mean to blame and to shame. It means to understand what part of me harmed that person, that dog, that thing, that scenario. Why was I causing harm? I need to understand it, take accountability for it, and I need to heal that aspect of myself. Otherwise, I am capable of harming again in the future. That is the way of responsibility. If you want to learn more, grab the book, get your copy, and read about it today.